Good morning.
Good morning, my friends.
I'm going to try and not snap at you today.
Oh, is that what you're going to try not to do?
I really feel like we should consider editing. Just consider.
In the live life, there is no editing. It's just, it is what it is. And
it's the real world.
The real world.
I'm sorry.
You actually could edit it. I can't edit it. But,
I'm sorry.
You know, hey, that's okay. Things get snapped at, and if you're wondering what happened, just go to yesterday's episode. There was some
extensive follow-up conversation.
There was in kind and loving ways.
Yeah.
We're not always.
Sometimes I have to acknowledge that I'm extra sensitive.
In this new life, we have a principle, a rule that we live by, and it's love and tolerance to everything and everyone around us. And sometimes we miss the mark, and that's okay. It can
Some of us have to show more love and tolerance than others. Sometimes.
I got the honor of running a rehab for like 8 years. So I got to learn love and tolerance on a whole different level. And it's still hard. It's still hard.
Would you say that it is harder to live with me or harder to run a rehab?
Oh, running a rehab is by far, like, you're not even
that's all I need.
You're not even a challenge. You're not challenging. You're a beautiful creation. God's child.
You're wise.
Full of love and tolerance, and you're full of all of it. All the you have to stay connected to God on a daily basis. That's what this program is all about. It's not about how good you can be so I can be good. It's not how I say the right things so that you're going to have a good day. But it's about connecting to God so that God meets all of our needs. And then out of that, we bear his fruit out of his spirit. And we are kind and good and self-control and loving and tolerant. All those things.
That doesn't happen just by accident for everyone.
I heard a guy recite a Bible verse, and it says, he is the vine, God is the vine, and we're the branches. Apart from me, you can do no good thing. And he's like, that is such a low bar. I could strive for that every day. Like, apart from God, I don't do anything good. Like, I'm snappy, I'm impatient, I'm intolerant. I'm all of those things that I wish I wasn't. But my human nature, the nature that I've been born with, that's those things. And so I actually need God to change my nature. But I have to do that on a daily basis. So here we are doing it on a daily basis. All right, my friend, we are going to do our reading, our meditation. Thank you for joining us today. And it is August
31st. Today is the last day of August.
We are going to read this one. Is it the 31st?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I did it right. Okay. So we are going to take this concept, I would say it's a meditation that we take throughout the day. So it's a conversational meditation. It's a contemplative meditation where we take one idea and hopefully we can take that throughout our day. So in our reading today, it starts off with a quote. It's a nice day. People say it's a nice day. People say when the weather's fine. One of the things we learn in the program of the 12 steps, any program, is that the kind of day it is does not depend on the weather, but on our attitudes and reactions to what's happening. Nice. If only we had read this. I think today's the day to read it. We can make every day a nice day. We can make every day a nice day. The 12-step and God's helpful little leaflet in the 12 steps just for today says it this way. Just for today, I will be agreeable. I will look as well as I can. Keep my voice low. Be courteous. I won't find fault. This is bound to brighten the day for me and everybody I meet. Woo! Today's reminder. I will make up my mind to be cheerful. Every way I will not expect too much. This will shield me from being annoyed at little things that don't just go away the way I want them to. I will try to accomplish something specific, perhaps some chore I have been long putting off. I will wear a pleasant smile for everyone I meet today. Quote, what a comfortable feeling it gives me to realize that all I have to deal with is just this one day. It makes everything so much easier. Oh, this is a good one. I think yes, I can practice I think we want to use God in a way like, God, just make me happy. God, just take all this stuff away from me. Like, ugh. But God, can you just make my muscles big? Yes, I can. That's why you need to wake up early and go into the gym. Yes, I can. But we have our part to play. So I think that this is really good in a way that I can start my morning in gratitude. I can start my morning connected to the vine. And that's my job, is every morning I have to wake up and go, I'm going to be miserable if I don't do these things. I'm going to be miserable if I remember getting to the point of my eating. I'm going to have heartburn if I eat these plate of nachos with extra salsa on the side
at
10 o'clock.
Night,
we used to do that coming home from this meeting or that meeting. We'd stop at a restaurant and get wings, like honey hot, please. A pound of wings. Oh, I'm a little bit hungry today, so I'll get 2 pounds of wings and we'll split nachos with jalapenos on the side because you don't like it on top. What's going to happen? Oh God, take the heartburn away. And I'm just like, this is the prosperity gospel of God. And I enter into it all the time. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I think that, sometimes there can be this really hard thing or this really awful thing that's going on in my life. And I can be content and joyful in pain, but appreciating the sun, the warm weather, and so sad and disappointed and certain that that I can find someone to be pleasant with and be grateful for, I think that they can both coexist, but I have to be really intentional, because when life doesn't go the way that I want life to go, I can just react all over the place. I can just make everybody around me suffer. And that is a choice that I have to make of, I'm actually not going to wallow or allow this person, place, circumstance that's happening to consume like everything else. And, on a much smaller scale, I have a reality in my life that there is very specific days out of every single month,
you would say,
out of every single month, where I can look and say, like, yes, many things are going to hurt my feelings. The sky's falling in. Yeah, it's like the sky is falling. People talk mean. Everyone is unkind, and I am short-tempered and irritable, and it is really hard to be me. But not like, knowing it, like I have an app, and so I can open the app and say like, oh, look at this. Wow, I'm super sensitive this week. Super sensitive.
I'm so glad we got to talk about the menstruation.
Sorry, I'm sorry, but if anybody's in a relationship, unless it's a relationship between two gay guys, like, you guys get off the hook. But any other relationship, you're dealing with this, whether it be lesbian couple or a heterosexual couple, like, you are dealing with this. So there's, a small percentage of relationships that don't deal with this, and it's a reality, and we don't like to talk about it. But for me, like, I've done small groups where I've met with women consistently we do a 17-week program, and I've met with them for 17 weeks. And, 1 week out of every month, the sky is literally falling. My marriage is imploding. I'm angry. I have all this stuff, and they just want to, they have all these things that they want to talk about. And I'm like, okay, so what's changed from last week? Right? Because last week he was the same person, but you weren't ready to like throw in the towel. And so let's just, hey, where are you is it winter right now? Because, when it's spring and fall and summer, you're good. You can deal with everything that's happening. But in wintertime, when it's dark early at night and it's dark when you wake up in the
Mhm.
morning, it is harder to get through the day. And we can all talk about that. And we can be willing to say, like, yeah, I need this light lamp. And some people have seasonal depression. And so, we understand that they might need extra care. Well, I have to treat my cycle the same way. I have seasons every single month.
So what you're saying is, instead of the sun lamp or the whatever it is that we add in those seasonal changes, you would have to, or we would have to, whatever the storm is, whatever the weather is, spiritual weather, emotional weather, we would have to actually connect to God more. And just go, like, there's things that I can't do today that I normally might have, but I'm going to wake up and engage in being connected to the branch. And I might miss a workout, or I might have to do 2 workouts because that gets me.
I've realized I need more quiet time when I'm, I need more quiet time later. I actually, my body craves a lot of salt and desserts, but actually I can't do that. Like, it's not good for me. Then I hit like a peak and then I crash. And so I need to not do that. And last night I was in bed at 9. I wasn't sleeping, but I just was laying there just in the dark, just telling my body to rest, and my brain and my mind. And
let us close with this. Just for today, I will be agreeable. I will look as well as I can. Keep my voice low. Be courteous. I won't find fault. This is bound to brighten the day for me and everybody I meet. Go in peace and keep the peace and be of good behavior. Go in peace. And we will see you tomorrow, Wednesday. We have our All Addictions meeting. If we didn't scare you off with this talking about menstrual cycles.
If you hung in there for that uncomfortable conversation, we are so proud of you.
There it is. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a